Right, so hey, welcome to the dock. So I'm not working on a boat at the moment. I decided to grab my coffee cup and run out of the shop before anybody knew I was gone. Hopefully they won't miss me too bad. But I want to talk to you for a minute about something.
Coast is clear. Do you know where he keeps it? Battery box.
So winter's coming. Days are getting shorter. Our friends up north, they've probably tucked their boats to bed and in their shrink wrap in the boat shed. And even here in Florida, we're starting to feel the effects of colder weather. Nighttime temperatures have plummeted into the mid 70s, so it's brutal down here. But so anyway, it's winter and we're not going to use our boats so much. So now it's time to think about and plan for next year and all the good times we're going to have. So while we're all waiting for the long cold winter to pass us by and looking forward to warm days in the spring, I'd like to just plant a thought in your mind about your boat and say, when you're thinking about your boat this winter, think about what it is that you don't like about your boat. Now, before everyone slips their moorings and starts throwing things at me, let me explain what I mean. We all love our boats, that's no question about that, and whatever boat you got the best one ever. That's understood. But every boat has something about it that keeps us from enjoying our boat as much as we'd like to, or doing the maintenance as often as we should. And say, case in point, we have a beautiful fall day. We got a few hours. Let's take the boat out and go for a putt around the creek. Only for a few hours. It'll be fun. And then we think about it, say, man, I would, but I just don't feel like dealing with that empty space there. That's what I want you to think about. Say, for instance, I'd love to take the boat out, but the shore power cord is just a hassle to deal with, or I can't really handle the lines by myself, or one or two people, it's difficult. There are things we can do. We can consider that problem and look at it as an opportunity to make things better so that we use our boats more, we enjoy them more, they're easier to use and safer. So, that can extend to the maintenance too. You could say, hey, oil changes due, let's go knock it out real quick. The filter's hard to reach and it makes such a mess. In that case, maybe we could say, hey, remote oil filter, an oil change pump, either fixed or portable. Make doing the maintenance a breeze. So every boat has something about it that just keeps us from using it as much as we like. So that's what I'd like you to think about. Think about that thing that keeps you from using your boat, and let's find a solution to it so that we get you out on your boat and make your boat easier to use and a lot more enjoyable. Okay, so we've identified that we got that one little thing about our boat that keeps us from using it so much, and we really want to do something about it. Now, where do we look for resources, for the inspiration to come up with a solution to make it better? We have several choices available to us. One, my favorite and the easiest one to use is one of these. Yeah, the Thunkit. Hey, you just take that thing, set it on the deck, park your brains on top of it, and just think about the problem. And more than likely, a solution will present itself. You would be amazed at the amount of inspiration and good ideas contained in 5 gallons of Thunkit. Another good place to go to look for solutions to our problems with our boats is online with some of the owners groups. I'll bet you that if there's been more than 2 of your boat made, there is a owners group online with a very enthusiastic forum. And chances are that if you've identified something about your boat that really bugs you, keeps you from using it, somebody has already came up with a solution, and on the forum you probably find someone who's came up with a solution and has implemented it and tested it and is probably more than happy to share it with you. Okay, so one of the other resources is for boat owners is people like myself. If you have a yard that you work with, you have a guy that takes care of your boat. Ask the question. This thing, this could be better, and we've probably at some point have dealt with the situation very similar and can probably give you some guidance on how to make it better, how to make your boat more enjoyable, easier to use, safer, and all that. After all, that's the business that people like myself are in, is to get you and your boat out on the water, having a good time. We do that, and we know we've done our job well. So anyway, that's just the thought. Think about the thing that bugs you about your boat that keeps you from using it so much. You got the whole winter to do it, and try it, make it better, make it more fun for you. I probably better get back to the shop, because if I'm gone too long, everything ends up in a state of collapse. So until next time, keep thinking about working on your boat.
Do you think we should go look for him?
Nah.